Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to Life and Times of Crazy Patrick. Now, you guys got to remember the title of my channel is The Life and Times of Crazy Patrick. I have a lot of interest, so you never know where I'm going to take you on a video. I like paranormal, I like treasure hunting, I like camping, I like RVing, I love to cook, so you never know where I'm going to take you. So stay with me, guys. Another thing, I have like over 6,000 subscribers, and a lot of you know that I have a slow terminal illness. It's a rare cancer. It grows slowly. I look healthy as a horse, but I'm really not. And if I'm still here posting videos in 5 years, you can bet your bottom dollar I beat the odds, okay? So hang with me as long as you can. I still have to work part-time. I really don't want to work part-time. I'd rather YouTube pay me so I don't have to go to work part-time. So the way I get paid from YouTube is from the commercials, and they pay per 1,000 views. It's not very much, $7 to $10 on a good day. And so you can see I need to get a lot of views to make any money. You know, 1,000 views pay me $10, and if that's all I get on a video, it's not much, okay? And I never ask my subscribers for a penny. Will never. And to get off this subject and onto something better, the last video I posted was searching for Pat Garrett's ghost at night in the Masonic cemetery. Now, I don't know if any of you have ever went into a cemetery at night alone. It's pretty spooky. I don't care how old you are, it can make the hair on the back of your neck stand up. And something in that area was really making me a little spooky that night. But I never got no response there. So I decided to go back the next day and see if I got any response or any movement that I could pick up. There was no movement at the Garrett family plot, no correspondence. They didn't want to talk to me. They were not there. But next door, right next to them at the Bradley plot, I got movement, and I had two ladies talking to me. So there's something there, you know. Something at the Garrett family plot is not right, because I get response everywhere I go. So then I take you over to the oldest part of the cemetery, and I get some responses in there, and something that was setting off an alarm that showed that something was very close to me. And so that was kind of scary. But I got response in there, but I didn't get any response from any Pat Garrett or any of the Garretts. I got one response that said nobody knows. So with that, we're going to go on into this video. And at the end of this video, I'm going to tell you why I do not believe that Pat Garrett killed Billy the Kid. Pat Garrett, there's no way. I use what I call Judge Judy logic, okay? If a story makes no sense, it's not true. So that's the logic I use in this, guys. So stay to the end of this video, and I'm going to tell you why I don't believe Pat Garrett ever killed Billy the Kid. So I'll be back. Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to the Life and Times of Crazy Patrick. I am back here at the Masonic Cemetery at the Garrett family plot. I want to finish my story about why I do not believe that Pat Garrett killed Billy the Kid. I just don't believe it. There's too many things that tell me the story doesn't make sense. It's not true. I came here with my ghost hunting apps at night, a couple nights ago, and there was like absolutely no activity here. And I was told that especially Pat Garrett's headstone was moved. His body's not here. I don't know, trying to keep it from being vandalized. So I wanted to come over here today and see if I can pick up any movement. So we're going to try that, okay? Okay, now this motion detector works off of like magnetic electrical energy. It can sense movement. And you see here, I've seen other people use this. And I saw them at a Civil War. So now there's something right there, look guys. It's right by that headstone there. See it? Gonna do something else here. Gonna change the color. I'm gonna have to stop it to do that, so I'll stop it here just for a second. There, it's still there, look. I changed the color. Still there. That's crazy. And it's just at that one headstone. Name on that headstone is Bradley. Gosh, that was weird. That's really weird, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and stop this, change the color again. Well, guys, it's still there. It hasn't moved. It's right here at the Bradley marker. Somebody that's associated with the Bradleys. And then I checked over here, and the second marker there, who is Corrine Goodson Bradley. And that's the only other movement I'm getting here. Isn't that crazy? Oh, those birds keep... I had a bird take out of a bush right behind me and made a loud noise and just scared the bejesus out of me. I'm going to go on over to a really old section of the cemetery because I think that's where Pat Garrett is. I think they just put the headstones over here so people wouldn't vandalize his grave. So I'm going to go ahead and stop this. We're going to go over there. Hello? Is there anybody in here that would like to speak to me? Is there anybody in here at all that would like to speak? Just gonna pan.
Have you been before?
I didn't quite get that. I've been here before. Is that what you asked me? I've been here before. Do you know if Pat Garrett's buried in this section of the cemetery? It's a really old section, guys. I'm gonna tell you guys, I just really don't believe that Billy the Kid died on that July 14th, I think it's 1881. Yeah, at Fort Sumner. I just don't believe it. Too many things that say that it did not happen. Sentenced. Somebody has been sentenced. Who was sentenced? Who had been sentenced? So I have somebody here that... Guys, anybody? Spell Pat Garrett, P-A-T-G-A-R-R-E-T-T.
Nobody understands.
Nobody understands. Are there any evil spirits in this section of the cemetery hanging around? I know I'm protected by a couple guardian angels anyway. I would imagine a lot of the people in this part of the cemetery didn't speak English, so maybe, I don't know if once you leave your body, if you could understand any language, I don't know.
Crime.
There was a crime and somebody was sentenced. I just got that. This is James B. Heck, gone but not forgotten. Born 1859, passed away 1916. Boy, is this interesting or what? I'm just gonna kind of wander around. Here's a military headstone that's all busted up. Somebody busted that. Anybody else in here that would like to talk? I'm listening. I'm listening. Jeez, that's really... When that happens, that's like a warning that something...
What year is it?
What year is it? It's 2024. 2024.
Close.
I'm close. I know that's what I was going to tell my viewers, that when that alarm goes off, that tells me that there's something that is very, very close to me. Like really close to my device, that it's picking up that electromagnetic signal that is very, very close. I'm going to switch this back over to motion and see what happens. What's that say? Catherine. Catherine. Haunt. Catherine Haunt. Or Hunt. Hunt. Catherine Hunt? Where could Catherine Hunt be? Let's see if we can find her. Is there Catherine Hunt? Am I getting closer? Hell. Oh, no, no, no. No demons allowed here, guys. Y'all gotta go. You gotta get behind me. Catherine Hunt. Wow. I'm not finding no Catherine Hunt. Wow. Where is Catherine Hunt?
Shelf.
Help? Is that what this is? Sometimes I get this light here. Oh, there's the alarm again. There's the alarm again. How can I help you? Can you see me? Can you see where you're at? How can I help you? There's a lot of people in here that probably are buried in no headstones. Headstones are gone.
Tree.
Tree? You're by the tree? Is that what I'm seeing? By the tree? Okay, well, let's go over here by the tree.
Sleeping.
Somebody here sleeping? Yeah, I know there's a lot of people in here probably sleeping. I want to see what's over here by the tree. Well, there's some in here that, you know, you just can't even read them. They've been here so long. Now, you know that headstone's sitting the wrong direction.
Help me.
How can I help you? How can I help you?
You were funny.
I'm funny? Yeah, I'm funny, huh? I'm just trying to talk to you if you need help, or I'm trying to find out if you're still here, if Pat Garrett's in this cemetery, this section. If anybody knows that, if they could tell me.
Nobody knows.
Nobody in here knows, huh? Okay. Well, for some reason, I sure can't find any of the Garrett spirits hanging around. Who am I talking to now? Who am I talking to now? Hello, can you still hear me? I'm the funny guy, remember? Well, I'm not having any luck finding Pat Garrett. So I want to go ahead and end this now. And stay with me, because I'm going to tell you the rest of the story and all the details of why I do not
Apologize.
apologize and what? I didn't get that last. I'll have to see it when I upload it and see what I just said. Well, guys, we're back here at the gate. I'm gonna go ahead and end this, but stay with me here to the end, because I'm gonna tell why I don't believe it. And I use Judge Judy logic, is what I call it. If a story does not make sense, it is not true. And I believe that wholeheartedly. And I'm going to go over why I do not believe that's the story that everybody's been told is a bunch of hooey. Okay? So I'll be right back with you. We're going to get this all put together. Okay, guys, I'm back. I hope you enjoyed that little tour over there at Pat Garrett's family plot. You enjoyed the movement that you saw there. It's kind of spooky, but I really believe this stuff works. The people that developed this, it's Amy's Crypt on YouTube. Go to their channel. They're fantastic. They get thousands of views every video, 50, 60, 70,000 views. So go to their channel. They're the ones that developed this equipment that I'm using. So with that, here's the reasons I don't believe that Pat Garrett killed Billy the Kid. Okay? Pat Garrett, for one thing, and Billy the Kid had been good friends at one time. So I think it'd be a little hard, even if you did become a sheriff, that you could go out and just cold-bloodedly kill one of your friends. That would be a little hard for me to buy. And on the night that it happened, Pat Garrett and his deputies, and I think there was a marshal there with them, they was hiding kind of in this peach grove at the Maxwell ranch. And Pat Garrett saw who he believed was Billy the Kid go into the building. So apparently he went in there, and whoever he saw probably fit the description, but it was dark. He couldn't see if it was Billy. So he goes in, the room's dark. He can't see if it's Billy. Somebody asks in Spanish who's there, and he shoots. And he kills somebody. Well, this marshal that was there, U.S. Marshal, he said that he turned the body over. He was the one that turned it over and first one to see it. And he told Pat Garrett, he goes, "Pat, you've killed the wrong man." So if you've watched my last video about who I believe killed Pat Garrett, Pat Garrett, his whole life, all he wanted was fame and fortune. I had a viewer tell me he was a Mason, and that could be part of it. That why he was so set on fame and fortune. But it just seemed like everything he did, everything he tried, failed. Well, at this time there was a $500 reward for Billy the Kid. That don't sound like a lot of money, but in today's money, that'd be over $15,000. So that would be a good reason to lie to collect that reward, right? And you'd be famous for killing a famous outlaw. But tell me this, guys. Back in those days, if an outlaw got killed, they're going to put him on display for at least a couple days so people can get pictures. It would be a big thing, just like a hanging in Main Street. It was a party. The whole town showed up. That didn't happen with Billy the Kid. Nobody saw the body. The next day, the 15th of July, 1881, there was supposedly a coroner's jury held. So this group of guys went to the Maxwell Ranch to verify that it was Billy the Kid. And the story says that Pat Garrett met him with a piece of paper and just had them all sign it and never let them see the body. And mysteriously, there was never a coroner's jury report ever filed anywhere. Should have been filed at the Lincoln County Courthouse. Nothing ever filed. It said that Pat Garrett lost the paper. Did the paper even really exist? Did he lose it by accident? Did he lose it on purpose? We'll never know the answer to that question. Okay. And let me get you here. I got some notes here I'm going by, so you're going to have to help me. Pat Garrett published a book less than a year. Again, fame and fortune. The book was entitled An Authentic Life of Billy the Kid. And he published that book in, hold on here, I believe in 1882. So it was like less than a year. Just like everything else that Pat Garrett ever touched, the book was a flop. His deputy, John Poe, published a book, but his book wasn't published until 1919. They were both at the same place, but if you compare the two books, the inconsistency in the two books is so, it's hard to even believe that they were even at the same place at the same time. So that makes you wonder, something doesn't make sense there. Well, if it don't make sense, it's not true. Okay? Then, the next day on the 15th, there was a gentleman named John Graham, whose alias, which was an alias for John Collins, who rode with Billy the Kid, that was there on the 15th and swore that he helped dig the grave the next day on the 15th. They wanted to get rid of his body fast. He helped dig the grave, and he said that the man they put in that grave was not Billy the Kid. So you'd think somebody that rode with Billy and knew him well, they would know who they put in the ground, okay? There was a lady that owned a ranch that not in that area, and she said that she was friends with Billy. Everybody liked Billy over in that Fort Sumner area. He was friends with everybody. She said that she served him dinner on the 17th. Well, if he was killed on the 14th, how'd she serve him dinner on the 17th, okay? Something's not right there. Garrett's widow, Apollinaria, his wife, told a gentleman that he signed a sworn affidavit. This guy's name was Homer Overton. He signed a sworn affidavit that Apollonia told him that it wasn't Billy the Kid that Pat Garrett killed. So there's something wrong with that picture, right? Then there's after 1881, well after 1881, there was people, different places, Texas, different places, Mexico, that claimed that they had seen and talked with Billy the Kid well after 1881. So was this planned by Pat Garrett and Billy the Kid, who had once been friends? You know, Billy the Kid was supposed to get a pardon from the governor of New Mexico, and then the governor reneged, and all Billy at that time wanted to just stop and live out his life and have to quit running. Pat Garrett wanted fame and fortune. If he killed Billy the Kid, he'd be famous forever. He'd be right there with Wyatt Earp, you know. And but was it planned or was it an accident? I don't know. But I do not believe that Pat Garrett ever killed Billy the Kid. I think Billy the Kid lived out the rest of his life. I'm going to get into that in the next video. Was Brushy Bill Roberts Billy the Kid? Leave me some comments. Tell me what you think. Let me know what you think about my ghost busting apps that I'm using. They're a lot of fun. Let me know if those are a bunch of hooey or if it's real. Check out Amy's Crypt on YouTube. They're the ones that developed what I'm using, and they use it every day. And they travel all over to exotic places, prisons, graveyards, all kinds of places, and they get 50, 60, 70,000 views on every video that they post. So go to their channel, check it out. You'll see that they're using the same thing I'm using. And with that, I'm going to tell you, have a great rest of your day. Stay positive, stay healthy, and most of all, God bless.